back to Unmasked, the podcast that uncovers the thoughts, feelings, and voices of the BU community. I'm Ronnie Thompson.
And I'm Adam Lazowski. Every week, we go out and ask our peers a random, intriguing question and allow them to share their thoughts anonymously.
Our goal is to illuminate the wide variety of personalities and experiences within the student body. Thank you for joining us today.
Now let's turn it over to our field reporting segment to see what people had to say for this week's question. I'm Adam Lazowski.
And I'm Ronnie Thompson.
And this week's question is, what's a new habit you formed within the past year?
So my habit is coming to the GSU every day, and I don't want to do that anymore.
Why do you want to stop coming to the GSU?
Because I just see a bunch of people who I don't want to see.
How are you going to stop coming to the GSU?
Tell my feet to go home.
My new habit is working out. I've tried maintaining the gym for for periods of time in my life previously, but it hasn't stuck until right now. So I've been going to the gym consistently for 2-3-ish months, and I'm very happy about it. So that's my habit.
My new habit is that I've been actively trying to make it to the gym, or at least doing some sort of physical exercise on a daily basis, because I found that it helps with alleviating stresses, and it just keeps me clear on a daily basis.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Sure, why not?
What's your new habit?
I like working out. I try doing that every single day, or as much as I can. 'Cause not only does it get you in better physical shape, but it also makes you feel like you accomplished something. Could have procrastinated the whole day, but as long as I get a few hours in the gym, it feels like I did something that day.
So my new habit is going to the pool every week, at least twice or 3 times a week, just to de-stress from the semester, relax, maybe hang out with friends. Yeah.
Do you swim professionally, or you just...
Oh no, it's more chill. It's more for recreation, because I want to get back in shape, just like I was in sophomore year, not like junior year.
Thank you.
Aerobics.
So I live in Danielson, which is the furthest campus away. So I took up walking now instead of taking the shuttle. So, to get my steps in. But
So do you wake up way earlier than you would normally?
I try to, but it doesn't work out. Yeah.
So what's your new habit?
My new habit that I'm going to starting is to try and play Ultimate Draft more to improve my hand-eye coordination and my thinking skills.
What's the premise of the game?
So basically, it's like soccer, but you have to swipe to pass, and then that's pretty much it.
What's your new habit?
Long distance running.
When did you start doing that?
Last summer.
And you like going far? How far? 6, 7?
About 5 kilometers a day.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Esplanade, around here, or other places?
Along the River Charles.
River Charles, nice.
Yeah.
What have you noticed since you started running? How has that changed your life?
I think I feel more energetic when working, and I think I sleep well. Yeah.
Okay, so I used to be really flexible when I was younger, and I still kind of am, but as I'm getting older, I want to try and do a nice monthly yoga morning routine. I even have a cute section in my room that's spaced out. I went to Core Power to buy a yoga mat. Tell me why they're $99, and I was you know what, I'm just gonna buy this online. But for real, my goal is to just continue to stay flexible and just really be able to keep my body loose as I get older. Yes.
I want to stop staying up till 3 doing random stuff to try and make up for the time I was using studying. Just go to sleep.
I want to start waking up earlier and just being more productive in the mornings before class.
Well, I just want to wake up earlier, stop wasting my day.
Any time?
Sorry, what do you mean?
What time in the morning?
Probably I want to wake up before 9 every morning.
How are you going to do that?
By going to bed earlier.
What's your habit?
I just feel napping is really helpful for me when I need to recharge in my day. Okay.
Do you drink coffee?
Yeah.
Did you have one? Okay. What's your habit?
I have been making my bed every single morning, and it's been making me feel better and refreshed before I head out for the day.
What's your new habit?
Time management.
Can you say more?
I put everything on Google Calendar now, and it works so much better. Now I actually have time to play video games.
What's your new habit?
I would say being able to move my classes around better and scheduling things so that I can find more time to have for myself.
My new habit is I'm trying to learn how to study because I never studied in high school, and I'm really struggling now because I don't know how to study and I'm falling behind in class.
What do you think your new habit will do for you if you're able to implement it in your life?
Hopefully I'll get better grades and I can sound smarter to people, so that's my goal.
Is there a point like where you've started, like a starting technique?
Yeah, I try to study at least 4 hours a week because it's mandatory. So that's about it.
Thank you for sharing. Best of luck. What's your new habit?
My new habit is taking time on Saturdays to just unwind and watch a TV show or something, just to take a break.
Thank you for sharing. Did you have something?
Yeah. My new habit is waking up early on weekdays to help get a little extra work in.
What's your new habit?
Gymming early in the morning, so I have time to do more work in the afternoons.
So what time do you go to the gym as opposed to when you used to?
I used to go in the afternoon. Now I'm going about 6:40 in the morning.
What's your new habit? You can finish your bite of food first.
Please do that.
Okay, now I'm ready. Being on my phone less time and reducing my daily screen time to about an hour.
Anybody else? Okay. What's your new habit?
I exfoliate my skin now.
What's the process?
Exfoliate.
Do you just do you have an exfoliation facial wash, or do you exfoliate by using a tool of some sort?
I just exfoliate,
Have you noticed a difference?
Big difference.
Look at him, he's shining.
Thank you for sharing.
Look at his hair too. What's your secret?
What's your new habit?
I Uber to class every day, and I get the same order from Starbucks every morning.
My new habit that I say I started about a year ago, maybe a bit more, is taking edibles. And honestly, there's good and bad things to it. I'd say it's regarding marijuana use, I think it's the better version of smoking because it's technically healthier. But I guess I have noticed some actual I wouldn't say deficits, but I guess I do notice when I wake up, I'm groggy the day after sometimes. It's not hard to focus. It's just I feel like I'm just lazier that day. But on the positive side of them, things are so much better. Food tastes better. Just hanging out with friends is better because everything is just funnier. It does help you fall asleep really quickly if you do have troubles with that. And overall, it's just a good time. It's great. So, yeah.
So, sometime in March, well, actually, this goes back many years. When I was around 16, I started to vape. Horrible habit, don't do it. And then when I came to college, I was like, that's it, I'm quitting. And then I spent about a year and a half quitting, buying one, quitting, buying one, quitting, buying one. And it was this horrible cycle where I would feel so bad every time I bought one. But then I got to a point where I was like, I'm actually done quitting. I'm going to buy it again anyway. So then I quit quitting. Yeah, and now I don't feel any guilt when I buy a vape, but just more so long-term existential dread about my health, which is better than consistent bad feelings about not sticking to a goal.
I'm really trying to quit drinking wine on Wednesdays because Thursdays feels appropriate because a lot of people don't have class on Fridays, and it's that's the night where you have dinner with your friends and you drink some wine, and then obviously Friday and Saturdays, but it's Wednesdays feels like a Thursdays, but you're just kind of pushing it, you know what I mean?
What's your habit that you want to stop doing?
for my entire life that I can remember, like since I was 5 years old, I've had a really bad lip picking problem. I have tried so many things to stop, and none of it has worked out so far. So maybe one day.
Thank you for sharing.
So it was a lip picking?
Yeah, like just like tearing apart my lip.
With your finger or like your mouth?
Both, but mostly just like when I'm anxious or even if I'm bored and I'm just zoning out, just like picking it.
What's your new habit?
That I broke a habit. I stopped biting my nails. Yeah, my nails have never been so long in like my 20 years of life, so that's crazy.
How have you, like, what changes have you noticed other than just your nails being longer since you stopped that habit?
Well, it just made me realize that I can stop other bad habits I have as well, and that it is difficult, but it's not that hard as long as I stay conscious of what I'm doing. Yeah.
Thank you. Anybody else have something?
I low-key got a good one.
You got one? Okay.
Yeah.
What's your new habit?
So, I completely cut beer from my diet. So now, like, I'm on like the low-calorie diet, you know, not growing a gut, and I thought that was pretty productive.
That's good.
Why did you decide to do that, or like how were you able to do that?
I decided to do it because I didn't want a beer belly, and I did it by kind of like over the summer. I kind of just like separated myself from like drinking in general. So yeah.
So let me give you a hypothetical. Let's say you're going out with a group of friends, right?
Tequila.
Tequila?
Yeah.
Okay. My new habit is going to class regularly.
And how are you going to do that?
I've been just like trying to wake up on time and just trying to like utilize my time better so I can like wake up and go to class every day.
Why do you want to start that new habit?
I feel like it just like puts me in check and I'm just like more organized that way, so yeah.
What's your habit?
Studying. I actually don't study or take any notes for any class, and I want to start.
How are you going to start doing that?
YouTube, I hope, office hours.
What's your new habit? No, worst habit. Oh, okay. What's a bad habit that you want to stop?
Sleeping in.
Why don't you lower your voice?
Bro, it's for the pod. It's for the pod.
Anybody else have something else? Okay. What's your new habit?
So I have wait, good or bad?
Anything.
Okay, so I have a really bad habit of going to things late. So instead of just setting
late shift.
Okay, shut up. Why don't? Okay, yeah. Shut the f- up. Okay. One of my habits that I've tried to do is set multiple alarms instead of just a couple, like 30 alarms in the morning.
Has that been working for you?
Sometimes it does, but it's better. Okay, no, I kind of just like sometimes like I just like wake up and then like I like turn all of them off and then go back to sleep. But sometimes when I'm too lazy, I don't do that and it keeps ringing. Then I'll like wake up from the alarms.
Instead of stopping it, you.
That's a big one.
What's your new habit?
So I want to get more confidence in my life so I can start dressing the way that I want to, which I've started doing now a lot more, but I still have a ways to go. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do, especially for the spring semester when it's not too cold out.
What's a new habit that you've started within the past year?
Saying no to podcasts.
And how's that going for you?
Not while you're here.
So we're debriefing after the episode. Adam, what did everyone say today?
It was a lot about sleep, a lot about time management, trying to figure out whether to wake up earlier or going to sleep earlier. I was surprised there wasn't as much like study, like changing in study habits. There was also a lot about going to the gym, exercise, things along those lines. So I think it's a pretty common thing that's surrounding the student's mind. Sleep, exercise, studying. That's pretty much what we're doing out here.
A lot of people were very ready to be honest, and I admire that, because a lot of people just genuinely were like, yeah, I don't go to class and I want to make that work, and they weren't embarrassed about it, but they just knew that's something in their life that they want to change.
I was hoping to hear a bit more about like social things, like maybe some different strategies that people have been having to maybe meet more people or getting together with a bigger group of people to, you know, exchange more things with one another. So I was hoping to hear more of that, but I don't know, maybe we just missed out on some of the people who would have said that. So Ronnie, what's your habit?
My new recent habit is that I bought myself roller skates over the summer, and I practiced outdoor roller skating over the summer, and I'm trying to continue that into this semester, but I've only gone out skating once so far this semester. So that's my new habit. How about you, Adam?
I think for me it's going to be in the morning, and then at night there are going to be two things I want to change. One, I want to get in reading later at night, especially to wind down so I don't have as much screen time, because it happens always where I'm just continuously on the computer or on whatever screen until I go to sleep, as many are. And then in the morning I also want to wake up at a specific time and listen to a podcast or something in the morning, or call someone in the morning to get the day started before everything else starts. So it's like a good wind down and then a good wind up. Just the two parts of the day I think are the most important to make sure that the rest of the day works out the way you want it to.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Unmasked, presented by the Daily Free Press, Boston University's independent student newspaper. Make sure to tune in every Wednesday.
You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. To hear previous episodes of Unmasked, visit dfpress.co/listen for our podcast archive.
Until we meet again,
Goodbye. Wait. What's your new habit? What's your habit that you want to start or stop?
Hi, actually.
It's anonymous. You just go into it. Just go into it.
Wait. Is my voice gonna be on the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh.
Make it sound seductive.
Oh my god!
You can change your voice if you want.
What's your habit?